Yo ho ho! Welcome back to Ask Captain Al about pirate cocktails. Alan let me take over his studios just one more week while I teach you landlubbers one more pirate cocktail. So batten down your hatches and join me for one last pirate cocktail before I weigh anchor. Ahoy and welcome back to Ask Captain Al about pirate cocktails. This is my last drink for you all before I go off to sail the seven seas for a while. This one that I'm going to do today for you is called Smoldering Cove. This was posted online by the Scurvy Dog Leroy Gelissen. So let's get started before I have to ship out. The Smoldering Cove, which Leroy had put on one of the Tiki channels, is something that I thought I would try out. And I did this for the last one before I left because it's using some better rums. This El Dorado 12-year is a very good rum. And of course, Plantation, or now Planteray, OFTD, is also a great rum. So I hope this comes out well. We'll put all these into a flash blender. Now, we pirates don't normally have something fancy like a flash blender and would otherwise just use the crushed ice. So you could do that. Just shake it with crushed ice and then dump it into your glass. But Alan, the Scurvy Dog, had a flash blender, so that's what we're going to use. So we take 1.5 ounce of Demerara rum, and it was recommended to be El Dorado 12. Looks like Alan hasn't even opened this one yet. So 1.5 ounces of Eldo 12. And 1/2 ounce of dark overproof rum, and it's recommended to be planteray or plantation. This is one of the older bottles, OFTD. Now, we pirates know what OFTD stands for. They try to make out like it means old-fashioned traditional dark, but we know the stories that when they made this the first time and tasted it, their words were, OF, that's delicious. So that's what it really means. At least that's what we've been told, and you're not going to argue with a pirate. 1/2 ounce. Three-quarters ounce of a sugar-free, in this case, pumpkin spice syrup. Three-quarters ounce of lime juice. A 1/4 ounce of Allspice dram. And this is one that Alan had made, and whatever sugars there may have been in it, he would have used artificial sugar, so it should not have carbs. And a 1/4 ounce of, in this case, we're going to use a sugar-free honey syrup. But if you're going to use regular honey syrup, then you take half honey and half water, heat up the water, add the honey, and stir it until it's all dissolved, and that's a honey syrup. You can make it a rich honey syrup with more honey and less water, but honey's got a lot of carbs in it. This honey cinnamon is honey flavored in some way, but they add cinnamon as well, which increases the sweetness. That was from some gal's that makes something called skinny syrup. And it's Jordan's skinny syrup. So to that, don't forget the 1 dash of Angostura bitters. And a good healthy dash is good for that. But we will then add some crushed ice. And not really sure how much crushed ice, but we'll put a little bit in there and make a mess. And we'll top with a little more crushed ice if needed. This will be noisy. And we'll pour that into the old-fashioned glass. And there is no more room, so we're not going to add any more crushed ice. So that's it for this Smoldering Cove, which Leroy Gelissen had created. Give him thanks for that. And we'll try this. That's quite good. I think Leroy would be proud of how we made it, even though it's got lower carbs. So again, that's the Smoldering Cove, created by the landlubber Leroy Gelissen. See the recipe in the description, and tell me what you thought of it. Do that through the comments. Also, like, subscribe, share, and do all those great things so this Alan's channel can get out to more people. So, as you make these great drinks that I've done this week and in past weeks, make sure not to get 3 sheets to the wind. Have a great week and come back next week to see what Alan has in store for you. Goodbye, and I'm headed off to the coast to take off for more adventures on the 7 seas.